hopefully, by the end of this video, we'll have a full suit of armor we can try on. I'm not holding my breath on the cotton butt plate yet, because I still think we may need to adjust those. But I think everything else can be done. Oh, by the way, I'm Hawk. I make props and costumes. And I have a feeling today I'm going to spend most of my time in skin-tight leotard and a weird harness. That's not as odd as it sounds. Might not be my most flattering look, but you know, it is what it is. We have brought out the grommet press again. Well, the snap press. Because we're going to put the calves on. Or the thighs. We're going to put the thighs on. And to do that, we're going to need a couple of snaps. Last time, you remember last time, right? I printed a bunch of these, which are just little flat pieces that we can glue. Because you don't want to glue the snap itself, because there's certain glues react weird with metal and overheat. So we want to glue a thing rather than the snap itself. And this thing here is pretty neat. So it's got two different ends, a bunch of different dies. This is my 4mm die, because I'm using 4mm snaps. Just put one on, one end on, put the other end on, and then you squeeze. And that makes a really good snap. We're going to want one on the other side, or the other side on a piece of nylon. You can heat up or use like an iron, a soldering iron, to just pinch a hole through here. I like just moving the weave around so the post pops through. I feel the less you damage the weave, the better. And this makes a really good snap when it's done right. Perfect. All right. Now we got to measure everything and put them on right. And what I mean by that is I need to put the calves, the thighs on, and line everything up. These are the tightest pants I own, by the way. I didn't feel like wearing tights. So, luckily, they're just tight enough that I should be able... You can't see a thing. They're just tight enough that everything should line up where it needs to line up. And this is the very center. So right about there is where I'm going to glue it. So it's right on the edge of this front seam. We'll just give ourselves plenty of extra strapping. Thing to realize about nylon. This nylon webbing stuff will fray real bad. So I have a lighter that I burn the edges on. It's like cauterizing a wound. Molten plastic is hot. Be careful. See, this side goes out flat and then this points in. I'm going to go on the point side. Right about there. That should give me enough room for everything to move around properly. And I'm just going to glue the little snap in place on both of them. And for glue, same as I always use, I'm using PVC cement. We'll glue these two pieces and then we'll be right back. This belt is not very stiff. It's just nylon, so it kind of collapses when I put any weight on it. I thought about maybe adding a couple more layers, but it's just going to do the same thing. And then I thought about leather. And if I cut a 1-inch strip and just sew it on there to reinforce it, it should solve the problem. Of course, my workstation is completely covered in parts. Luckily, I'm not overtly worried about the leather marring up the plastic. So I'm just going to put this on top. Cut probably a couple of pieces because I want it to go very close to both edges. But I want it to be short enough that I can cinch it tight. I'm going to put a couple clamps on here. Cut a line, take it over the cowboy, and then sew it in place. For the record, though, this is probably the wrong way to do it. Could I have just gone to the clone trooper detachment in the 501st and seen how everyone else does it? Absolutely. Would it have saved me an immense amount of time? Yeah, probably. It may even have shown me things I hadn't thought of yet. But since I am being difficult and have to do this my way, I have to fight with this. Someone else has already thought of the best way to do this. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. Find the resources you have available. The 501st, if you're doing Star Wars, the RPF, I mean, there are thousands of little groups who all have already done all of this work. We're already on the shoulders of giants. Might as well see what they have to say too. So I put two little keepers like we did over here, just so it's adjustable, and then my snaps. Now, of course, I did different sides, so, right? So one is always left and one is always right, because I'm trying to make this idiot proof. And I'm the idiot I'm trying to proof this through. And again, these adjustability pieces, way more complicated than it needs to be. I could just sew that right there and just be done. But I want it adjustable in case I don't know, gain weight, lose weight. Adding the leather made a huge difference. I mean, that doesn't bunch together at all. I'm pretty happy with how that looks. As soon as the glue is dry, we can put everything together. Well, not everything. We can put the legs on and line everything up. These are just 5mm magnets. I'm trying to make sure I keep the poles the same way. Put in a little drop of this. Put in a drop of hot glue. Put in the magnet. That's it. We're going to do the same thing for the inside of the spoon. That way when they go together, they go together. And then that gives us nice snap. Holds it in place pretty well. I don't trust magnets, not alone. So I'm going to put a little bit of white elastic on the top. I'm cutting it way long, and I'm only going to put hot glue on the ends so the middle can still stretch. What that's going to do is let the spoon move out of the way so my foot can fit in, because my foot has to come in at a weird angle. When I put the elastic in, I want to make sure it is not stretched at all. That way I can get the most range of motion out of it. Now, I can move this all the way up to here and not worry about it. So if it pops loose while I'm walking in a parade or something, it's real easy just to snap it right back into place. I already did that to the other one, so we're done with the calves. Onto the knees, and the knees are going to be the exact same thing we did with the elbows. You remember that video, right? Good. A little bit of elastic to hold the two pieces together, and then a large piece of elastic to hold everything together. We're using white elastic to hold the two pieces together. And the only reason I'm using elastic on this instead of like nylon webbing is I want, if it moves a little bit, I'd like it to be able to move a little bit without, it doing horrible things to my legs, my knees. This is a little pushed in. It should have been printed a little farther out, but we are a little past that point now. We're using white elastic on the inside on this one. That way I can use black elastic so it blends into the bodysuit and is a little less noticeable. I want to wrap this around my leg with minimal stretch. I don't want it cutting off my circulation. And if I do make it a little too loose or a little too tight, it's real easy to fix. So I loop these two pieces together, and I'm going to put them against the back of the loop. That way, it holds the knee forward instead of pinching it to my leg. And I'm only doing a couple of inches worth of hot glue on here, by the way. Just about that much. Right? Because I want this to float around as much as it needs to, so it doesn't, restrict my movement at all. That should be about it. Let's try the calves on, or the thighs on, and get everything set up. So in a moment of genius, I realized if I flip this around so the buckle's on the other side, I can just tuck the flap in behind everything. Never claimed to be the brightest guy in the world. But I get there eventually. Snap that guy in. Put them about where I want it. It's not terrible. Let's I have to walk a little bow-legged, but you know, I think that's a stormtrooper thing too. That goes right there. It's not bad. Very stormtrooper diaper. Clone trooper diaper, whatever. That's pretty okay. Weird. I still have this gap here I'm going to have to figure out. But we'll get to that in a minute. I think we're at a point we should just try everything on. Not counting the top, we're only doing the bottom today. Should try the whole bottom on. The first time I put the top armor on, it had a similar, you know, not quite right feel. I need to do something about the calves. This is the exact reason I was like, magnets are not enough. I may have to put more elastic on this side, just to help keep everything in place. The boots actually do a lot for the costume too. I'm probably going to have to put a strap from, because these knees aren't holding at all. But I'll probably have to put a strap from the thigh to the knee. I have no idea, I can't quite see it. But since we're here, this is the part I'm worried about anyway. Let's see. How it looks all together. Or at least as close to all together as I can get. Because I can't quite reach the back. I probably put the chest on though. There's just a loose fit just to see how much room there is between the cod piece and the back, and it doesn't look like there's that much actually. The thighs still need to be adjusted. They're a little loose. I think I may have to put straps in the back too. I don't know. This seems fine. I mean, a lot of adjusting here and there. But for the most part, everything seems to fit well. That's in air quotes. I'll probably have to drop the belt so it actually lines up with the waist a touch. Luckily, everything is adjustable. I was worried that the gap between the cod piece and the ab would be too big, but I don't think it is. I think it's fine. So, it's about as good as I can get right now. I'm going to have to put elastic on the bottom. I'm not sure how that's going to work. I have an idea. But this is the reveal. Alright. Couple things before anybody says anything. The knees are upside down. So I'll definitely put a snap, or probably a piece of elastic and then a snap on the bottom of the thigh so everything overlaps properly. And so it does one of those. Because that's how it's supposed to rest. That's easy to fix. For this, for popping out like that, I can put a loop of elastic so when I put the calf on, I can just slip it over my leg, over my foot, so the elastic holds everything together as well as the magnets. I think that will fix this. That'll fix the calf issue popping out. It's not often I interrupt my own outro for breaking update. So, with these stupid calves, what I had originally planned was to do another loop of elastic that went around my ankle, so it would hold, you know, everything against my ankle. Then I'm like, yeah, but to get it on and off, I should just put a piece of elastic and then some Velcro to Velcro it to itself so I can put it around my ankle and then snap everything in place. And then my hot end decided to explode. This is my front cooling fan. Apparently part of the print lifted, clogged the nozzle, and just kept extruding until it like literally ripped. It snapped part of this, the housing, fused itself. There's no way to get this off. So I have to, or I already ordered the new part. Who knows when it's going to get here. But since I had to deal with that, it gave me time to stop and think. It gave me time to stop and think. And I realized I was way overcomplicating this. So instead, this is what we've done. Super simple, super easy. I have my standard elastic on the back, right? Then I put two little elastic tabs with a little bit of Velcro, and then a little bit of Velcro. That way I put the thing on like this, with the Velcro out of the way, close it, and then just squish the Velcro. And that should keep everything nice and secure. And the thighs, I'm like, why am I thinking snaps and all kinds of stuff? No, I just took a large piece of elastic, right? And then a little bit of Velcro, so it's slightly adjustable, and will hold everything where it's supposed to be. It's easy. But like I said, since my printer's down and we're supposed to work on belt boxes, who knows what's going to go on next. So let's go back to the outro, which I like. That's a good idea. I like that. All together, everything seems to fit properly. There's nothing out of the ordinary. Everything seems to fit proper. I can't quite see it myself because, you know, I can't see how I look. When I review the footage, we'll see how everything looks. I think we're at a good point. Next is going to be the belt. I haven't printed any of the belt up yet, so we'll see how long that takes. The other belt, the suspenders need to be adjusted so everything fits below the waist. That's going to be a hassle and a half because I have to do it with the, well, I got to put the chest, I have to put the chest and the abs on, mark where the bottom of that is, take everything off, and then lower everything so it lines up. It's super complicated, but I definitely want the belt to overlap the other belt. But at this point, I'm just rambling. Thanks for making it to the end. I really appreciate that. Hey, you're here. Subscribe. Click the like button. Leave a comment. What do you think of my clone? Where do you think we're going? Entertainingly, if or when I get the belt done, we can do a full suit up and I can just be a shiny clone if I wanted. But from that point, we're going to go to making him a Null trooper so he gets the pauldrons and all the cool pouches and accessories. But for now, I'm happy where we're at. Thanks for making it to the end. I'll see you next time. I gotta put all this stuff away.